All right, it's time for a triple play. 3 stocks that we're watching the final 30 minutes of trading. We've got Allbirds, movie stocks, and Meta. My pick today is Allbirds. Shares are spiraling to a record low. You're looking at losses of nearly 50%. The latest results were a huge disappointment. The company reported a deeper than expected drop in sales and also announced that its CFO is going to be leaving the company. Telsey downgraded Allbirds to underperform, calling the results, quote, poor. And Piper Sandler, they're making the argument that visibility on the sales turnaround remains limited at best. That's certainly not good news here for the company. Allbirds, though, is making some moves. They're doing all they can to win back Wall Street's support. The retailer unveiling a new strategy, which includes slowing the pace of store openings, recalibrating its assortment to better attract what they're calling their core consumer, and also add some more seasonal color options. Hopefully, they see that maybe boosting sales. But Allie, they've got to do something. Over the past year, shares are down about 80%.
It's crazy. And I think about Allbirds, and this was a big trend, right? Back in the day, I remember hearing, oh, you can wash them, they're sustainable, they're comfortable, but that's not really a differentiating factor anymore. All of these companies are leaning into shoe types like that. I own several Allbirds. I gotta say, they are not the most comfortable shoe. They don't have a lot of support. They're not super practical if you're walking around a major city. We'll see if this turnaround could work. I think one bad move that they made was trying to go into the high performance category. You're just not known for that, you know, and there's so much competition. It was very risky within this macro environment. We'll see. I just think if you're a shoe, the sneakerheads, they're very particular, and a shoe brand, there's just too much competition.
I would agree with that take on the athletic shoes, and so would their CEO, because he said in an interview today that customers were not ready for us to serve them in that area, and then reiterated that we unfortunately lost a bit of sight of what our core customers fell in love with in the first place, which is that ease, that comfort, that shoe. You could wear anything. But to your point, Allie, I looked down at my own feet, and this is essentially an Allbird, but it's not made by Allbirds. A lot of people started making a very similar shoe. This is Peter Millar, and it's almost an identical shoe, but to your point, has a little bit more support. And I think you saw that across the category. A lot of people started making. They didn't really have a moat around what they had. Anyone can make that shoe. They definitely need to refocus on their core.
Yeah, and it's interesting because they have such strong brand recognition when they did come out their first several years as a company, and even in the public markets as a public company, they did okay. They just need to figure out how to win that core customer back. Could also be maybe a potential smart takeover target by some of those larger players in the space.